Quick look at Tesla, which also reports before the bell tomorrow. I'm sorry, after the bell tomorrow, Wednesday, January 27th. I just did an Apple video, so that's why I'm referring to. Let's also take a look at Tesla. So if you want to check out the Apple video, that was already posted tonight. And that one's just a little bit more in depth. That one's about 5 minutes long. This one I'm just going to make a couple minutes long. Like Apple, I put this fork contraption on Tesla. And I talked about how on Apple we could get, some kind of a parabolic move at the top of that fork to reach the measured move target that I gave for that stock. Well, here you can see what happens, how that parabolic move looks, because Tesla did this on this fork that I set up last summer for it as well, because it around the same time as Apple split its stock as well. You can see it went parabolic out of the top of this fork, and it went for the $1,000 mark. Working its way through the 80 handle rule levels. Right now, the all-time high is at $900.40. The halfway back point from this new high to the 2020 close would be 803. So a perfect sort of 80 handle rule move, and you can see the 20-day simple moving average is right in line with this level as well. So if Tesla disappoints and sells off tomorrow after earnings, it's probably going to come down here and test this $800 mark and the 20-day simple moving average. Tesla loves to hold its 20-day simple moving average. You can see here that it was doing sort of a tango with it back and forth, tangling back and forth with its 20-day. But once it finally made a decisive move above the 20-day simple moving average in November, it has not even so much as broken it ever since. So this would be the natural course of action for the stock to go if it were to sell off. If it is going to rally, it's obviously going to go on to 1,000. It's probably going to go on to more than 1,000. What it's probably going to do is go after these pre-split levels that it actually traded to before the stock split 5-for-1. When the stock split was announced, I gave a target last summer of 25.17 to 25.18, which would be a little look above the $500 mark and giving it plenty of room for it to come back down and hold that 420 level after the stock split, because 420 was that funding secured comment that Elon Musk made a couple of years back that became really controversial and got him into a lot of trouble with the SEC and everything. And sure enough, that was like a level that we churned around at after the stock split. So anyway, and you can see that we sort of like catapulted up above this 420 level. So the multiples, the pre-split multiples of these levels that it has come up against, such as this 503.50 times 5 of that pre-split was 25.17 to 18. That's probably eventually where the stock is headed over the course of 2021 if the momentum stays with the stock. If it doesn't get beat up too badly when the market overall corrects, as everybody feels like is coming at some point, maybe in February, eventually the stock's probably going to go on back to this 25.17 level. Crazy as that sounds, that's just what will probably happen. But the first course of action is going to be seeing the stock, if it can get to 1,000 by way of breaking out over 900 after hours tomorrow and going on to that 1,000 mark. And then we'll just start over the 80 handle rule levels from there until we get all the way back to 25.17 over the course of this year. Okay, so I hope this video helped you out and gave you some idea of where Tesla could go over the course of this year and probably will go after hours tomorrow. Oh yeah, one more thing I thought maybe I'd show you is if it does pull back towards this 20-day, it's got a gap to fill here. If I'm wrong in my hubris about it holding, so closely at the 20-day, if it were to break the 20-day, it does have several gaps that it's made this year, all the way back to the one at the close for 2020. So that would be the worst case scenario, is a break of the 20-day and come down and fill these gaps until we get all the way back to test where it closed 2020 out at 705.67. Have a great rest of your night. Good luck and good trading.